Hey guys, welcome to another episode of About Time with Michael. Today we have a very special brand that means something to me. I used to deal with them long time ago. I always had a sort of a fascination with the brand. So for those of you who don't know Breitling, I've got Mr. Chris Duplessis here from the Breitling Boutique in South Australia. He knows everything about the brand. All right, so could you tell our audience, Chris, first let's talk about you.
Happy to.
Tell me how you got into watches, because I need to know this.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me on the show tonight, Michael.
You're welcome. I
really appreciate it. Originally, I got into watches through working in a family company, originally founded in 1962. And over that time, I've just worked with my family and in their auction house.
Yep.
And then through working in their auction house, I always loved the watches they would sell. And it was just a big passion of mine, was just how the inner workings of the watch and the history behind them and the purpose each watch served, particularly like the inventions behind them and just everything to do with watches. I was infatuated.
You always love watches.
Yeah, I just always love watches. And from there, I thought, well, I want to leave the family business and do something on my own and really pursue a niche kind of hobby rather than being a master of all kind of things. I thought I'd just hone in on watches and moved over to the Swatch Group, started working in the Swatch Group. Worked there for a couple of years, and then from the Swatch Group got approached to come and work at Breitling. So now I'm at Breitling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So just for those who don't know where Breitling is in the city, so we're talking South Australia, Adelaide. Where is it? So
Breitling is at 60 King William Street. So it's just opposite the Mayfair building, in the new Charter Hall building. So it's just right off the Rundle Mall. In a
and I've seen this building.
Yeah.
I've seen this boutique. It is something different. I'm telling you, it is special.
Absolutely.
I mean, what they would have spent a bit of money on this.
Yeah, there was
everyone talked about how much money they spent on this boutique.
There was a solid investment, and Breitling's definitely here to stay in Adelaide.
Yeah.
And I think that's really been shown through their investment in the boutique. They've created a really unique kind of space. So it's a modern retro space. So rather than kind of being a more sterile kind of environment or more intimidating to walk into, they've tried to kind of make it more inclusive, and that's really kind of at the heart of the brand is its inclusivity. And it's when you walk in, you get that kind of New York loft style kind of feel.
Yeah, you got the pool table,
you've got
surfboard,
the brick cladding as well, the surfboards. We've got a bar inside as well, which clients love. And even passers-by often come in for a drink, so that's great to have them.
Do you get the clients that just sort of come in and just want to have a chat and a drink?
We do.
You do?
And we love having them in.
Yeah,
so
that's
great.
fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Hey, you guys are really good at like holding events. I see a lot of the events on like your LinkedIn and things like that. What's behind that? Why do you guys do so much of that?
The behind the events is really kind of, the heart of it is community. And it's really about engaging with our clients and working out what are their hobbies and interests, and being a part of their journey. And over the course of time, Breitling really wants to be a part of the lives of its clients, and they focus on areas of aviation, sea, and also land, which I will talk about, which is the Breitling Universes.
Yep.
And that's definitely kind of at the core of our events. Is we don't just have our events on land, we have our events in the air, we have our events on the ocean, and I'll definitely be talking a lot more about that
Before
tonight.
we get into that, Breitling is, I think I've heard or remember, it's 140 years old?
Yes, so we just celebrated our 140th anniversary.
Yep.
So founded in 1884 in St. Immer in Switzerland. And Leon Breitling founded Breitling, and then over the course of time, it's gone through 3 generations of Breitlings. So we had Gaston, and then after that was Willie, and the founder was Leon Breitling.
Yeah, wow.
So up until 1979, it was in the hands of the Breitling family, Willie Breitling. And then
I remember partying with the nephew of one of these guys.
I can only imagine it's probably deboisterous.
I'm telling you now, everybody used to want to go to a Breitling.
It would have been a lot of fun.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
But they've come a long way.
We still have a party now and again at Breitling, which is great.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so we've got a really good culture there.
That's fantastic. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about Breitling. Let's talk about some of the models you've brought. Mm-hmm. So for the guests that are watching at home, you have a lot of models. So you've got air, land and sea.
Correct. And then we also have our professional collection as well.
Yeah.
But heavily focused on air, land and sea.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And talk to me about air. Let's do air.
Absolutely. So in our air collection, we have the Navitimer, and then we also have the Chronomat, which is an all-purpose sports dress watch, which is worn both on land and in the air. but heavily focused on the Navitimer. Most people know us from the Navitimer. It's probably our most iconic piece, which came out in 1952.
Yep.
So it was designed for...
So it's been around for a while.
It's been around for a while. So designed for pilots. So it has a circular slide rule, and the circular slide rule allows pilots to be able to calculate descent speed, fuel consumption, division, multiplication. So by aligning the two inner and outer bezel, you can actually add up what the fuel consumption may be or what the descent speed is going to be for the flight. So the Navitimer is focused as a pre-flight watch. And then I didn't bring on tonight the classic AV, but the classic AV was our co-pilot. Okay. So that came out in 1953.
Can we have a look at one of these?
We can definitely have a look at one of these.
This looks awesome. This is a green dial.
So this is the green dial.
Yeah.
So this is a 46mm emerald green dial.
But you do a 43mm too.
We do a 43 and a 41 as well.
Yeah, nice. So you covered all bases here.
And then in our ladies, we also do the 36 and the 32.
Oh wow. Yeah, right. So it's
we're heavily focused on both ladies and men's watches as well.
I'm going to show the guys at home.
Yeah, please do.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I haven't got my gloves on, but you've got them on, which is good. So I'm just going to show you guys. Check this out. This is the new 46mm. Navitimer with that. What kind of green did you say it was?
Emerald green.
Emerald green. Have a look at that bracelet. I always love taking out the links of this bracelet.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
This is actually our best seller. So the Navitimer 46 Emerald Green worldwide is our best seller. The only market which it hasn't been as popular as being the number one has been in the Asian market, because often smaller wrist sizes prefer a smaller size case.
Can I take it off?
Yeah, absolutely. But just in our Adelaide boutique alone, we sold 13 of these in a year.
Wow.
So very popular.
And price? 14.
14,100.
I mean, that's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have a look how beautiful that looks. Do you think most people go for the 46 over the 43, or is...
The 46 is what most people gravitate to, we've found.
Yeah.
I think just because it's so legible, so easy to read.
I mean, the dial layout is almost perfect.
It's incredible.
Really.
Yeah.
You know, for as complicated as it looks, it's still so easy to read.
Yeah.
So this is air.
This is air, and the reason for the legibility as well is Breitling's one of the only watch manufacturers that applies anti-reflective coating to both sides of the sapphire crystal glass.
This is when you're in the sun.
Yeah. So when the light hits it, it doesn't get too affected by glare, which increases its visibility as well, which is great.
And other dial colours that it comes with?
So the dial colours in the 46 comes in the emerald green. We also offer it in the reverse panda as well, which is what most people know the Breitling Navitimer for.
The classic.
Which is the classic, most iconic Breitling, with the white subdials and then the black background. We also have it in the blue as well. And then in the 18 karat rose gold piece, we have, it's almost like an off-white silver.
I like that one a lot.
And that's stunning.
Yeah.
So that's been very popular as well.
So tell us about the other one you got next to it.
So next to it we
have... Should we wait? This is special.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold up.
Hold up there. All right, we're going to kick it off. We're going to tell me about the vibes that's happening now with your ocean watch or sea watch called a Superocean.
Yes, so this is the Superocean Heritage.
Yep.
And we're actually really fortunate that only about 2 weeks ago we just released the Superocean Heritage with a whole new movement as well, which is also in our new top time 3-hand date as well. So the Superocean Heritage originally came out in 1957.
Yes.
So inspired by the old diving suits. So you notice with the ocean mesh bracelet, it's got that very reminiscent style of the old diving suit with the chainmail, screw down crown, which is great, so water resistant to 200 meters, ceramic bezel. But the new Superocean Heritage, which they've just released, is a more refined profile, a lot more elegant, sits better on the wrist.
It looks slimmer.
It's slimmer, and then it also doesn't have the bubble back either.
Yeah, nice.
So it's just a flat back, so then when it sits on the wrist, it just sits really nice.
Okay.
And fits really well underneath the cuff as well. And then it's got the new integrated bracelet as well.
Yeah, wow, so, it does look special.
Yeah, it's stunning.
We'll take a look at that one as well.
Absolutely.
So dial variations, because I've seen that they did a multicolour one.
They also did the rainbow bezel in the previous Superocean.
Okay, that was a previous model.
Yeah, so in the modern diving Superocean, we have the rainbow bezel, but not in the Superocean Heritage.
Have a look at that. So this is what kind of green would you say this is?
This is more of, I would
still
lean
emerald?
towards a forest green.
Forest green, yeah. Yeah, I like that.
And what's quite unique as well is with every Breitling with a ceramic bezel, depending upon what light it's in, it really shines differently. With the Superocean Heritage that I wear every day, the black, it often in certain lights looks grey, which is really stunning and kind of develops its own patina over time as well.
So this is an in-house movement now?
This is a whole new in-house movement.
So what movement were they using before?
So previously they were using the B20 movement.
Still a Breitling movement?
So it was actually manufactured in conjunction with Tudor.
Okay, right.
But then assembled in the Breitling factory. Whereas the B31 is a whole new in-house movement with a 78-hour power reserve as well, which is quite astounding.
Look, I'm not joking. Breitling, I've got to tell you something. I used to sell your watches 10 years ago. These are unbelievable now. Like the quality, Chris, the quality is so different. It feels
and
amazing.
So much lighter as well.
Yeah, but the sturdiness of it, like, and what does something like this sell for? This is 9.3?
Yep, correct.
So this is competing with other brands, but really I think at 9,300, this is in a universe of its own.
Absolutely.
Like,
yep.
Tell me about the hands, because I'm seeing like a sword.
Yeah, so the hands are this sword kind of shape, and then you've got the triangulated hands. So the hands are really there to kind of just make legibility so much easier as well. So it's just so much more legible with those arrow sword shaped hands.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. The way the hour markers sit. So it's a uni bezel.
Yeah, unidirectional
nice
bezel.
Click as
it's
well.
a lovely click.
Yeah. Because everybody, you know, that buys a diver's watch always wants to know how good the click is.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of people love it.
Yeah. Date at 6 o'clock, yeah, and 200 meters, which is, I mean, that's all you need.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And being unidirectional, one, your timing for diving, you can't gain air, so that's the reason why if you set the bezel, and I'm sure you can show the viewers at home, is you set it, say, 10 minutes in front of your minute hand, and as soon as the minute hand reaches that marker, you know your air's up.
Yeah, it's done.
And if the bezel is to get bumped, you can only lose time, you can't gain time.
Yeah.
So a diver will never think that they have more time than they actually do.
Yeah.
Because if
They
a
won't come
diver
up.
gained extra time, they're not going to come up in time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Big trouble then.
Absolutely.
I love this. So it offers in the green, you offer it in the black.
Yes.
Blue.
And then in the blue, and we also have the rose gold, so 18 karat rose gold and blue, and then also the 18 karat rose gold and black as well.
Yeah, nice. And your bestseller would be?
The bestseller is probably, I would say, is the B01, which is the chronograph version.
Okay, nice. A little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger, so 42.
But you offer it with a rubber band.
We do. We offer on a rubber strap as well.
Yeah.
And the rubber strap has actually been changed now, so it can easily be adjusted just from the pulling it off and then inserting it in.
Yeah, wow.
Which is great.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Next one.
Next one.
Because every brand has to have a racing watch.
Absolutely. So the Martini Top Time is part of our Land series. And the new piece, which has just come out, it's a 38mm case. Inspired by the 1960s cars. So you'll notice with the main, there's the circular, the sub-dials, they're flanked by that dashboard looking.
Yeah.
So it's very reminiscent of the dashboard of the Mustangs and all those cars of that 1960s period.
It just oozes 1960s,
it does, absolutely.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
And then it's in a beautiful cushion case with the beveled edges as well, domed sapphire crystal, so you get a lot more light onto the dial as well. And there's no name more synonymous or iconic with racing than Martini.
Oh, I totally agree.
Especially in the 1960s and 70s. So for Breitling,
in-house movement as well?
This is an in-house movement, so this uses the B01, so it's Breitling's first in-house movement, which came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And it's one of 750 pieces worldwide.
And that's it?
And that's it.
Oh, guys, you got to get them.
Yeah.
750 pieces worldwide. So you guys have got one. So you've got one available in the Adelaide store?
So we only got allocated one in the Adelaide boutique.
Yeah, nice.
So this is the only one in Adelaide. Yeah, perfect.
So I hear that Breitling is like one of the most popular brands in America.
It is, yes, absolutely.
And 50% of our viewers apparently are from America. So I think they're going to dig this episode because this is a really, really nice watch. So 100 meters still, screw down back.
Yes, correct.
No date.
No date.
So that's just classic of a sports
So the
watch.
see-through case back's not on this one, so you can actually engrave it. So if you wanted to put, say, like a message very similar to, say, other watches which have had racing messages from a racing driver's wife or so forth, you could put that on the case back. So great for a graduation present or a 30th or 40th birthday present. A huge milestone would be a great watch to celebrate that.
I agree. Have a look at the attention to detail, mate, on the ends of the case and the bezel. And so the glass would be what, 3 mil thick?
Yes. And then also you'll notice with the subdials, they're squircle shaped.
Yeah.
So they're meant to look like the actual subdials of the car as well, of the 1960s, which is fantastic.
So did they used to do, so is this a re-release, would you say, of a vintage piece?
Yes, so what Breitling has really been focusing on is going back to our history, looking into the archives. The top time came out in the 1960s, and it's really about how can we make it more beautiful? How can we make it more elegant? How can we refine it in a better way? So very similar to Porsche with the Porsche 911, which we've got at the back.
My favourite car.
My favourite car too. Breitling has really looked at the top time as one piece. An example is very similar to the 911. It doesn't go out of style, but how can we just refine it? How can we make it more elegant? And how can we innovate and pioneer? And Breitling has been pioneering chronographs for almost a century.
Yeah, well, I reckon I've got an AOPO dial.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I reckon I picked that up like sort of 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and I love that watch. My favourite.
Because the AOPA is only on the Navitimers.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
But this feels really for a 38 mil watch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, like it's very comfortable. Like it's really nice.
I feel like it weighs a little bit bigger than a
like
38.
a 40 mil maybe.
It feels like a 40.
Just because even the pushes, how they come out a little bit more. The dial is very striking.
And I don't think it would have been an easy case to manufacture either. Because being that cushion case, it's a lot more difficult to manufacture than just a circle or a square.
I agree.
And then the beveled edges as well. It's just a lovely, elegant detail.
Did you say that sapphire still?
Sapphire crystal as well.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And then you can see, like with the way that Breitling does the anti-reflective coating, you can't really see that blue tinge. You don't see that.
No, not at all.
Because they do it so well, it just is crystal clear. But it does have the coating on both sides, and then that's how it doesn't get affected by the glare.
I'll be honest with you, I've never really heard much of the top time, but now that you've shown me this piece, this is really cool.
Yeah.
This is special, yeah.
What's actually quite interesting is I love how you've got Sean Connery on the back wall, and a lot of people don't know that the top time was actually in Thunderball.
Oh yeah,
and
right.
it was actually one of James Bond's watches, and now Omega has the hat for being James Bond affiliated and James Bond's watch of choice, but previously Bond wore a Breitling, so
yeah,
it's
wow.
fantastic.
Isn't that cool? All right, so we've looked at the top time, we've looked at the Navitimer, we've done the Superocean, and you bought a rock solid piece for me tonight.
Yes, it is.
Because you know I like my gold.
It is truly rock solid.
Right.
For anyone who's a geologist or loves precious metals and precious stones and so forth, we have it here.
I can't wait to get my hands on this thing.
So
have a look at this.
It's a stunning piece.
Yeah.
It's one of 250 worldwide. So this is our Chronomat Erling Haaland edition. I'll pass it over to you.
Chronomat Erling Haaland edition.
Yes. So the Chronomat originally came out it was reintroduced in 1983,
right?
But it's actually been in Breitling's archives throughout the 1920s, 30s, and so forth. And the Chronomat was the first watch to have the circular slide rule, actually predating the Navitimer, who actually continues on to have the circular slide rule. And it's a stunning piece because you will notice with the bracelet is called the Rollo bracelet,
which is Jerry Seinfeld's bracelet.
It is, yes, yes. And the bracelet is meant to look like bullets. So Rollo in French means bullet, so it's bullet bracelet. And you've got the brushed links on the outer, and then you've got the highly polished on the inner.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can feel the weight of it. It's very heavy.
I mean, what is that, 300 grams of solid gold? Like,
it's
that's
nearly,
serious weight in that.
So it's all solid 18 karat rose gold. And then it has an original meteorite, which actually hit Sweden on the dial.
Oh, I've got to show the guys the meteorite. You got to see this meteorite dial. So this is I've seen a lot of meteorite dials, but this is something else. Have a look at this. This is this is special, man. Like when I say I've seen a lot, I have seen quite a few meteorites, but the way they've cut this, you can see every facet of that stone.
It's got a lot of depth to it and a lot of detail.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So it's a full chronograph, date at the 6 o'clock. And you don't have any, and this is just a question I sort of ask with everyone because it always, intrigues me. You don't have any, because it's got the meteorite, that's not magnetic enough to make any change to the movement timekeeping?
No.
So does Breitling use anti-magnetic field sort of in their movements?
So previously in their movements,
hair springs and stuff?
Yeah, so previously in the 1920s and 30s, they actually had a Breitling Anti-Magnetic.
Yep.
So we haven't found any clients really have much problems with magnetism issues or so forth. Yeah.
And what's something like this go for?
So that one there is $72,000.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Really, that's pretty good for what it feels like and what it's on the wrist. I mean, $72,000 is a lot of money, but this tells you that you need to spend it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
When you've got it in your hand, you know what I mean.
It's not plated. It's all solid 18 karat rose gold. Just the bracelet alone is $40,000.
Just to buy the bracelet alone.
So if you were to buy the bracelet separately, it would be $40,000.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and this is a full in-house movement.
Full in-house movement. So it uses the B01. So our first in-house movement manufactured by Breitling in 2009.
Yep. 200 meters.
Yep. Screw down crown as well.
Yep.
So you've got that onion-shaped crown.
So easier to grip.
Much easier to grip as well. So if you're wearing gloves like I am, it's very easy to just adjust. The pushers are a lot more refined as well. And then see-through case back, so you can see the movement. Breitling really focuses on finishing their movements to the highest quality as well, which is great.
And just the ergonomics and the symmetry of everything, like when I've got it in my hand, it's so well balanced.
Absolutely.
You can feel it. Yeah. And some watches are top heavy or bracelet heavy.
Yeah. This really sits center on the wrist.
Yeah.
And being a 42 millimeter case size, it's a great case size because it really lends itself to being open to everyone to wear. It fits almost every wrist size, which is great.
Yeah, wow. This is cool. So this comes in not only solid gold.
So we offer it in the Chronomat GMT 40 Erling Haaland edition as well, in a stainless steel.
Yep.
And then in the 42, we offer it also in the solid gold case and then on the rubber strap. So. Yeah.
Okay, and for those at home who sort of can't drop 72K on a watch, what's a steel version worth?
So the steel version is worth about $14,000.
Which is really good.
Yeah, which is great.
Okay. Yeah, nice. I like this. And that doesn't come with a meteorite dial, the steel version. So
no, the steel version comes with a meteorite dial as well. Yeah. Astounding. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. For $14,000.
And there's not many meteorites hitting the Earth, so
that's right,
they are very rare.
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting actually. In 2015, Rolls-Royce commissioned 25 Rolls-Royce Phantoms to have this same meteorite in the dashboard of their Rolls-Royces. So the same meteorite is shared in the Rolls-Royce Phantom as in this piece,
cool.
which is very cool.
I'll be in Monday though to see the steel version.
Absolutely, I'd love to welcome
That's
you in.
fantastic.
We've actually sold it, so I might try and see if I can fly one in. We might have to fly one over for you so you can see it.
Good on you. So that's the 4, so air, sea, land. And you said you do a professional model now.
We do a professional as well. So the professional is very focused on the Endurance Pro and the aerospace. So the aerospace was the first watch to orbit the Earth. So there was a gentleman called Bertrand Piccard, and he was an explorer. And it took 3 missions to actually orbit the Earth and circumnavigate the Earth without stopping. So it's the first non-stop flight to circumnavigate the Earth in a balloon. So basically he lived at the bottom of this gondola, and then the balloon was on top. And it was so it was pushed on by 16 propane gas-filled canisters. And they landed after 19 days. So it took 19 days to fully circumnavigate the Earth. And we have actually the original balloon on the case back of the aerospace. So it's a completely digital watch. So it's a super quartz. And super quartz means that the movement's actually thermocompensated. So it's a climate controlled battery basically.
So it doesn't matter what the weather is outside?
So depending upon the weather, if you're in the harshest climates of -2 to 45, it can withstand those temperatures. And it's accurate to about 1/1000th of a second, so it's very, very
That's
accurate.
crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So Breitling went to the moon? I heard they did.
So Breitling went into space. So Breitling was the first Swiss watch in space.
Yeah.
Scott Carpenter was the first astronaut to wear a Breitling in space.
Yeah, I heard this.
Whereas Omega was the first Swiss watch on the moon.
Yes, I heard this.
So Breitling actually won the race to get into space. We just didn't make it on the moon.
Well, I'm sold, mate. I think Breitling's fantastic, and I appreciate your hat that you brought me.
Absolutely.
Before we finish up, I do want to touch base on a few things, because Breitling has sort of revived itself lately. It's sort of come a long way from what I remember, okay? And this was all under the change of a guy called Georges
Kern. Yes.
You pronounce it better than me. Tell me about that.
So Georges Kern came on board with Breitling in 2017.
Right, okay.
So prior to Georges Kern coming on board with Breitling, it was owned by the Schneider family.
Yep.
So Ernest Schneider purchased Breitling off Willy Breitling in 1979. So in 1979, Breitling was going through the quartz crisis. Times were very tough.
Like every watch brand?
For every watch brand.
Yeah, right.
And that was when Swatch Group in particular started snapping up all the other brands that were struggling.
Yep.
And luckily Breitling remained independent.
Yep.
And Breitling's been independent since being formed in 1884.
Yeah. So what's the direction for Breitling? What's next? What are we?
The direction for Breitling is focusing on really innovation, and Breitling's always been focused on pioneering chronographs since over a century. So the goal is really to get 100% in-house movements and to increase the quality of the movements, and to really focus on innovation. And at the moment we're at 65% in-house movements, and the goal is to be at 100%.
So do you do, in regards to like testing your movements, are they doing like a Meta certified, or how are they testing?
So all the Breitling movements are COSC certified.
They're all COSC certified,
so they all undergo those COSC tests to then get COSC certification as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And price points? So you say, for instance, you've got a person that walks in, they want to buy their first watch, they've got something for $8,000. So do you have something for that?
Yes, we do. So luckily, Breitling's entry-level price point is $5,200.
That's their starting price?
That's their starting price.
Wow, that's great.
And our average price point is about $10,500.
And that's, okay. Yeah. And then they can go up to what? So
a Breitling can go up to over $100,000.
Yep. Very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly with precious metals.
Yeah.
Because the majority of the value is in, say, 18 karat rose gold, or using the diamonds or so forth. So precious metals or inventions like the tourbillon, or certain other complications really adds to the value of the piece.
Awesome. So I was speaking to a guy today. He's over in California. He's doing a signing with NBA player.
Fantastic.
He was looking for something cool. And I mean, like, he wants to spend maybe 250, 300,000. Do Breitling offer off-catalog pieces? Are they doing things with gemstones? So
Breitling do offer custom watches. So Breitling have really focused on the air, land and sea of partnering with the Defence Force, partnering with whether it be the Air Force, whether it be the military and so forth. And I think what they will be hopefully looking at doing next would be doing possibly custom watches at some point. Because
I've seen their Air Force watches, they're unbelievable.
They are starting,
so they engrave them on the back.
They engrave them on the case back as well. Often they'll put the regiment's actual logo on the front of the dial as well. They'll number them. So it's a very one-off, unique kind of piece, which is great.
Awesome. That's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
Thank you so much. Guys, if you've got time, please drop into a Breitling boutique. We've got one in Adelaide, South Australia. It is probably the nicest looking boutique around. You've got one in Melbourne, Sydney, Perth.
Pacific Fair now, we just opened as well. So try on some watches. And if you're in Adelaide, Mr. Chris Duplessis. Thanks for having me, Michael.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.